Hello everyone, it's Kari here with a special delivery card just for you. I am here with some brand new items from Heffy Doodle. This is the Showtime frames dies, which is quickly becoming one of my all-time favorite frame dies. I've cut out a couple of those already. And then I'm going to bring in some stamp sets that are favorites: Hootiful, 2x2 safari animals, and special delivery, which was just in the new release. I love this little flying stork. And I'm going to bring some of those images in from each of those stamp sets. Now I've already colored those all up, which is here. And I'm also going to be bringing in the Just For You shadow die, which is perfect, and it's a perfect size for this card. So let's bring all of this together now. I have gone ahead and colored some cardstock with some ink in a rainbow of colors, and then I cut out the Just For You shadow die in all those colors. So we've got the Just For You in a rainbow of colors, and now I'm building them up on just some white cardstock. So I've cut that white cardstock out twice, and then I've put the rainbow right on top, so it's 3 layers thick, which I love over a shadow like this. I've cut the shadow out in black, and now I'm going to cut out each of those images with the coordinating dies. Now, for this card, I love having the coordinating dies, and I'm going to tell you why. It's so perfect when you want to make some dimensional images on your card. First, I'm going to go ahead and ink on some blue inks on this background die that I've already cut from the Showtime frames dies. You can see that I inked on some happy with the So Much Happy stencil, but I thought it was a little too busy, so I'm just going to change up the backdrop to be a nice gradient blue. And then I've also got some clouds here. These are clouds that I've saved when I've cut out the Sky High Cloud backdrop die. That's also a brand new Heffy Doodle die. I love the clouds that it cuts out, so I save them for any future cards that I might need them for, and they were perfect for this card. So this is what it's going to look like all put together, but I thought that those images of the birds, they needed some dimension, so I took those coordinating dies and I cut out a couple extra of thick cardstock, and I'm building them up now so that we get a dimensional bird. So here it is with the owls, and I've kind of sped this up just a little bit because it's the same thing over and over. And I'm going to build up those other 2 birds now off screen. And then it's time to put all of this together. This is a really simple card to make, but it is so fun with all the bright colors, the rainbow of colors, the cloudy backdrop, the beautiful frames that's cut out with the Showtime frames dies. I love the polka dots all around the edge. And one thing that you can do when you cut this out is use a bright colored cardstock for behind those cut out polka dots. Here I just have a pattern paper that's hot pink, and that's what I'm going to use behind those dots. It's going to create just a little more interest. I love using liquid adhesive because you can rearrange your images. You have time to do that. So you can see that I did that here, and now I'm going to go ahead and glue together that Just For You and all of the elements together. It's really simple to do. You can also build these up a little. I added another extra cardstock piece behind this one here too, so each level has a little extra dimension. It's so beautiful in real life when you see the dimension that it adds, and I think it adds just enough to make it worth it. Just a little extra die cutting is all. Now I'm going to add that to that extra card piece that I had. This is just some paper from my stash that I thought I would probably never use, but it's a nice bright pink, so it shows up great behind those polka dots. There we go, there's that, and now we can add it to our card base. I'm using a nice heavy card base. It's 110-pound cardstock, and so that's going to create a really nice weight for this card, and it's going to feel really substantial when you give this to your recipient. So look here, you can kind of see that dimension on all the birds and the frame and the Just For You, and I thought it just needed one more little thing. So I'm bringing in some sequins. This is a beautiful new sequin pack. It's called Frozen Fractals Sparkle Mix. And it's called that because not only does it have sequins, but it also has gems, which I of course love. So I'm just going to pour a few out into my tray here and pick some of my favorite gems and sizes and colors of sequins to add to the background. So I'm just kind of going through and choosing my favorites. I love to add a sequins for a bit of shine and sparkle. It's so easy. I usually like to add them in odd numbers, and sometimes I will consider putting them into kind of triangle shapes. So here I'm going to use 5 or 7, I believe, and now I'm just going to go ahead and put those on with a little dot of liquid adhesive, just like so. And I thought it was missing just one more, so I did add an extra one. So you'll see that at the end, but look how cute that is, and it does catch the light just so beautifully. So there, I'm adding one more right there. that's gonna do it. I think that'll be just perfect. So that creates an odd number of sequins and gems, which is more pleasing to the eye. There we go. So see how easy it is to pull together a card like this? Just a little bit of coloring, a little bit of die cutting, and you have a beautiful special delivery card. I love all these products too. I've listed everything below so you can go take a look if you're interested. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. I'll be back real soon with more card making inspiration and paper crafts as well. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you all. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.